Hey,
Hey
what?
girl!
Hey, Star Wars.
My boyfriend took me to see Star Wars The Rouge One.
All right, so
Six out of
everybody
10.
left.
Weed out the shit fans versus the
Yeah,
good fans.
yeah. If you're still listening, you cool. If you're not, well, you're not listening. So fuck
It's
you.
like, yeah. You won't hear this anyway.
You won't hear this anyway. Anyway, we
Speaking
just
of ways,
we just got back. I mean, we weren't together. I don't know you.
yeah,
But
I'm Keisha, you're pretty.
oh, look at me. Oh, I'm Casey. I'm fat and ugly. No, I'm just kidding. That's a joke.
No, well, it's true.
That's yeah, well, yeah. But it's a joke. It's not a joke. But yeah, no, we went to go see Rogue One, a Star Wars story,
They have the
and
full title?
yeah, yeah, because all the ones that aren't episodes are gonna be just a Star Wars story. There's gonna be a Han Solo one. There's gonna be a
Oh, they
bunch of
actually
them.
tell like a Star Wars story?
A Star Wars story, yeah, yeah. This one was called a Star Wars story too.
Interesting.
Yeah. So these movies I'm looking forward to because I like little stories that conclude after one movie.
Standalone.
Yeah, stand. Yeah, that's the word I was
I
looking
don't
for.
like side stories that continue.
Yeah, I don't. I
You
don't
hear
either.
me? You hear me, minions?
Yeah, I'm tired of you minions. Oh, Abu Dhabi Dhabi banana. Yeah, okay, I get it. Yeah, I get it.
No,
I got it when I saw the rabbits. All right, I don't
no,
need you anymore.
I like a self-contained story that
Yeah,
it has to end.
yeah. And this one definitely had to end. I mean, it's still connected to the other
This is
movies.
gonna be a spoiler review.
Oh yeah, well it says it on the. I made a thumbnail. It's a spoiler discussion. Um, but before I get to that, or we get to that, I we should just say what we thought of it. We're not doing a review, but let's just say what we thought of it. I loved it. I thought it was great, and I love standalone movies when they end and that's it. It follows characters and it's done with their story by the end. I'm not saying if anything bad happened. I'm just saying this movie ends with characters. Not what's the word I'm looking for. This is a spoiler discussion, so fuck it. Their arcs are complete, I should say, and I'm glad it doesn't set up for a sequel, even though it kind of does. It sets itself up for the first movie, but
So
that's
so
already out, so just go watch it.
so just so full clarification, I'm not a Star Wars fan. Well, I'm
Yeah,
not. I guess I can't say I'm a Star Wars fan because I don't watch the other movies. I've
yeah,
seen Episode 3.
yeah.
And then obviously like the big moments of the rest of the series I've seen. I've just never actually sat down and watched them all.
Yeah, if we're not
So
gonna get hate for the first 10 seconds, we're gonna get hate for that. Right where you said that.
so it's gonna be I'm interested to hear your like what because obviously there's a lot of nods. You can just tell
Oh yeah.
everywhere. There's like a billion nods.
Oh yeah.
Like like the way I put it is like you know how you watch The Walking Dead and you know like something happens and you know like you kind of you see the reaction from Twitter or everything.
Yeah.
And you're like okay I get
Yeah, I
that
get
has
that's
to have
from the
been.
comics, right?
Yeah, yeah, like that has to be like a big thing for a big nod to the comic
Yeah.
readers, and that's why
Just
I felt a lot of moments
yeah.
of Rogue One. There was like, you could hear like there was a couple claps here or there, or
Yeah.
you can kind of get from the vibe that okay, that was something that is of note.
Yeah, yeah. There's ton like there's a character that shows up who's completely CG, which you can tell. It doesn't look great, but it doesn't look terrible. I don't know if you could tell. Could you tell? Like there was a character that was completely CG. It was a human being.
Princess Leia.
At the end. We're in the
Yeah,
spoilers, by the way.
yeah.
We're in spoilers, which that really isn't a
I
spoiler.
figured. I was kind of
That
wondering about that. I was like, something's off about her, but I couldn't tell if it was just me, just
Yeah, but that's
not
not the
really.
only character. There's one character that, well, even if I say his name, you won't know. But he's the older guy in the Death Star who takes over from the main villain, I guess. You know, the guy in the all white. You know, he's pissed at him at one part, but he's just like, "I'm taking over," you know. And the Death Star's mine, pretty much. That character is all CG, because you know why? Because the actor died years ago, so
Interesting.
they had to completely CG him. That character's name is Grand Moff Tarkin too. So, um,
Okay.
and he's been dead for a long time. That actor Peter Cushing, but yeah. So he's been dead a long time. So they had to like do stuff like that. And there was tons of nods. Like of course, Even though to be honest, I didn't really care for their little cameo, but C-3PO and R2-D2 show up.
Yeah, so here's my thing about Rogue One.
Yeah,
So I got I got hyped for Rogue One because one, it felt like the easiest access of a movie, you know?
yeah,
Like okay, if you're not gonna watch Star Wars,
yeah,
this is probably the movie that you could probably watch and be okay with.
yeah. You know what a
Um
Death Star is. Everybody knows what
I
a
know
Death
what the
Star
Death
is.
Star is, and these are like all, correct me if I'm wrong, they're all pretty new characters, right?
Oh yeah,
Or are
yeah.
they not?
They're almost all of them except the guy I talked about, of course, Darth Vader, and of course Leia. Um,
What about the crew?
the entire crew, everybody that's on this poster right here, everybody can see on the video, the robot, the Latino dude, the main girl, everybody there is new.
Okay, so that's
Oh,
all
oh
I'll say.
no, I'm sorry. The guy early on in the film saw the guy that lost his feet, and knew
Yeah,
Jin. Yeah, he
I
was in
figured
the
he was.
Clone Wars, the show.
Yeah.
Before someone tells me in the fucking comments.
I figured he was part of it just because he had that kind of.
Yeah,
They gave him the.
a little mystery.
It's funny. It's funny because I've been taking a lot of film class lately, and
Yeah,
you can kind of tell when like the camera work around a character is built to be like, all right, you guys know who this is.
yeah,
Side note, like there's a really good article. I forget where, but it has like all these famous movies and has like their camera work like how they angle up. So like
yeah,
Kill Bill, like you'll see like the sword, you'll see it like perfectly angled like towards the center of the screen or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah. That's a
Yeah,
poster of Kill Bill, actually.
yeah. So like stuff like that, like all these shots are like really meticulous. I've been looking into that more and more, and you can just kind of get the feel of every shot
Mm-hmm.
whenever like, all right, this is an important thing,
Yeah,
or this is an
exactly.
important character. But yeah, so like I got that. I was like, all right,
Yeah,
so I figured this guy's someone that I if I liked or if I watched everything and I was like super into it,
yeah,
I'd know.
yeah,
But everyone else, the cool thing about it was all right. Here's some new people. You don't have any backstory of them. You'll get it eventually.
yeah. I'm sure there's another character here that someone's gonna say he was in this comic or whatever. But point is, we didn't see any of these characters in other Star Wars movies, not Episode
Are,
1 or
is it
through 6.
isn't all the shit retconned now, or has there been more material since they retconned it?
No, there's been material since then, like that show Rebels. I don't know if you've heard of that. It's kind of a more a kiddie version of Star Wars, which everybody says Star Wars is a kiddie thing, which not really. I mean, there's definitely violent stuff, but that's like a more kiddie, like like cartoon show for kids and stuff. But I think there's a couple books too. I haven't read them because I can't
Okay,
read.
because
I can't read if you don't know. I can't. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
so
Um,
I was curious about what the extent of all that was because I know since they retconned it, I thought that was also I thought
yeah,
you know what, that was a very unpopular decision for a lot of people.
yeah.
I thought that was a really smart decision.
I thought that was fine because I do not want to read any of those books because
You know
not because they're not good. I know a lot of them are supposed to be great, but I don't want to have to go. Oh, I have to understand this part. Let me go read this entire 300-page book about Han Solo and why he does this or whatever.
there's a time when just lore gets way too much.
Yeah,
But I
yeah,
thought it was cool they retconned it anyway. But yeah, back to this. So I thought like Rogue One was a good initial stepping point, and I heard it's like just a war story,
yeah,
which is super cool because I mean
yeah.
that's about as dark as you can get with Star Wars being as still accessible, to who it is.
Yeah. Now I saw an article that like everybody was making fun of that this is the first Star Wars movie where it actually felt like a war and everybody was making fun of it because it's called Star Wars. But I actually agree with that article because I've seen every Star Wars and you do get a feeling that there is war here and there, like in Return of the Jedi. There's like not trench warfare, but there's a lot of like I guess like guerrilla style warfare. Um, Not really, but like
This one they were storming like the
yeah,
beaches.
this one felt like it was like Saving Private Ryan with Star Wars. I mean, it wasn't
They're
violent.
not
but,
as extreme.
oh
It was
no
still
no no
it was
no
still
not with the violence, but there was
it was
shit blowing up.
it
People were
was
dying left and right.
it was baby's first war movie almost in
Yeah.
a lot of ways.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I don't mean that in a bad way. Like I mean it's still very good. But
yeah,
it was like if you're gonna like there's shit like Saving Private Ryan.
yeah. But Saving Private Ryan, I say that because in the first scene in Saving Private Ryan, they're storming a beach. That's what I was.
Yeah. That's what that. So here's the
Normally.
cool thing I thought about it when I was looking at the movie is I think they had a lot of fun like kind of storyboarding it
Hmm.
because there were so many shots and so many different things. You could
Yeah,
tell they got
there was
inspiration
tons of
from.
different planets they showed and like different little like setups for maybe future movies. They could have shown this planet just because in episode 8 we'll be going back to that planet or something, or just to even build the mythology. Like
Yeah,
just
exactly. But
yeah.
there was and but you could tell they had a lot of like inspiration from other things. Like they had like I mean obviously Halo Reach didn't do it. I mean obviously
Yeah.
it was thinking but like I got that big vibe, from what's his name at the very end when he after his the blind buddy died. I'm really bad at names.
Boz's name
Yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah. And he was kind of just doing his whole like, I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
Let's take some motherfuckers out while I'm doing this.
Yeah, because he's just like
Yeah, and you got that vibe, like that's not obviously that if you played Halo Reach, that's where it ends.
yeah.
But like a lot of movies have done that, where it's like
Yeah,
their last stand.
yeah, last stand. Even though I mean, he doesn't know the Death Star's about to blow their asses up. He could
No,
have probably tried to make it out of there, but he's just like, you know what?
he was
I
gonna
lost
die
my
anyway. But
buddy. Let's go out.
I lost buddy. I'm pretty much fucked because there's so many people around
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
I'm just gonna take some people out.
yeah.
But you could see that in like yeah. So there's storming the beaches. There's some trench warfare every now and like kind of what they're doing there.
Yeah.
Uh, obviously the stereotypical Star Wars battle at top. Like you can tell they had so many different influences. I could feel
Hmm.
they had a lot of fun. Like, all right, what's this war movie?
Hmm.
Let's do a shot like that.
Yeah, exactly. Like there was tons of shot like that. Like there was a lot of. Let me just say this for a Star Wars movie, there was a ton of grenades exploding. There was like a good maybe 10 moments where someone died from a grenade. Hell, I think like 3 of the main characters died from grenades. Like like there's a lot of those explosions in this. And Star Wars isn't
Yeah,
really
you're
known
right.
for.
3 of them. Yeah,
Yeah, there was again, we're in spoilers. The blind no, not the blind guy. He didn't die.
you know what?
No,
No,
actually
really
the
quick.
blind guy did die from
He
explosion.
did. He did. He did. The other
His
guy that we just
buddy
talked
died
about,
from explosion.
and then the dude that was in
Yeah. Yeah,
the
he just said fuck it. He didn't even try to run. He's like,
So that here's the thing, really quick that we should note, or that I should say, is that I think names are as hard in Star Wars as it is.
it's true. I've learned their names way before the movie even came out. So
Yeah, so like it's going into it like as blind as I could.
yeah,
The names are hard, but that's also a thing in anyone where there's like a crew of people. It's hard to like kind of like
yeah,
because as a like writing, you don't want to be like, hey,
it's Jerry.
yeah, hey, this person, this name. You
Yeah,
kind of want
it'd feel
no
very.
no one
No one talks like that.
no one ever says your name constantly over
Yeah.
and over in natural. So like they avoid that because that breaks the immersion. But
Yeah,
it's also
like,
hard to keep track of names.
well, that's one thing I hate in movies where they go like if you have like a brother and sister, the brother always has to say, "Hey sis," just so you know that they're brother and sister, without just
Yeah.
letting you know throughout the movie. Like, oh, okay, like like just know through good dialogue. It's just like, "Hey sis," "Hey bro." Like I hate that, but it was good in this because they didn't just keep saying their names. It's just like, "My name is Baz." By the way, my name is Baz, or my name
Yeah.
is
So like I mean like I get
Sharut.
it, but it was hard to keep track of it sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. No, it was like I know the main characters' names. Jin, Cassian, K2 is my favorite. He's the robot. He was my favorite.
Yeah, he was awesome.
He was great. Baz, I have a hard time saying his name. I think it's Sharut. Sharut. That's the guy that was the Sharut. I think it was Sharut.
Sharuk Assault.
Sharut. Yeah, Sharuk Assault. I want my phaser now. But no, that's Donnie Yen. He's awesome. He's really awesome action star. He's been in great
So
movies.
yeah, obviously we're gonna want to talk about the third act, which I thought
Yeah.
was obviously the
Yeah,
best part of the movie.
one thing I do want to mention though is that like for a movie that all right, I've said this on Twitter. I said this when this movie I'm about to mention came out that Rogue One is probably the best Suicide Squad movie to come out this year because that's pretty much what it is. A
Hey
ragtag
guys,
team
we
of
need you guys
misfits.
to destroy this big thing.
Yeah.
But y'all are gonna die.
Yeah, you're
All
all
right.
gonna die. It's a suicide mission if I've ever seen it. And
Except they actually fucking die.
yeah, except hey, Suicide Squad only like 2 dudes die. I don't want to spoil it just in case someone gets upset. But sorry, Joker dies. But no, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing.
Or
Of course
are
he
we?
doesn't die. I have to put more figures out for him. Come on, buy the toys. But
No, so okay, so let's back it up.
yeah,
So complaints I had, I think the middle dragged.
I thought everything. Not everything. That's not true because I did like some of this. But when Jin and everybody else is trying to save her father, it was that part where he dies
It was like
there.
yeah, it was like all
Yeah.
blue.
Oh yeah, it was really dark, and it was a
Yeah,
little hard to
it was
make out
hard.
what was
It was hard
happening
to
at
keep
times.
track
Yeah.
because there were silhouettes a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So you're just kind of like having to remember who was doing what or who was wearing what
Yeah.
kind of thing.
I didn't know where Jin was. Like I keep saying Jin, but Jin was most of the time because she was climbing up the thing and then she was hiding behind boxes. And there was times where just she was moving around. I'm like, I don't know where the hell she's supposed to be in the environment. And it kept cutting between the guy Cassian who's going to snipe her father, and then the father and Orson. That's the bad guy. Um,
Yeah,
and then K2, and then I'm just gonna say the blind guy and Boz because I can't. I hate pronouncing his name, but it kept switching between all five of these different people. It was a little confusing at times, but
it was.
yeah, that was probably the only. It wasn't even like all of the scene. I thought like when it started picking up and the rebels showed up and started blowing shit up, I thought it got more interesting and it was a little bit less hard to follow because it was just focusing mostly on Jin and what's his name, Cassius, the
So
Latino.
yeah, but that's when it was picking up a bit though.
Yeah,
Um,
that's when it
I
starts picking up.
I like a couple scenes prior to that. That was all pretty slow.
Well, I thought everything in the city was great. Like pretty much everything besides maybe Saw. That's his name. The guy that says "fuck it, I'm just gonna die in this cave." I thought that was a little silly because we've seen characters do that in movies before, where they're just like, it's my time. I'm done hiding," and then they die immediately. And it feels like the screenwriter was just like, I don't know where to put him in the future. Like,
Yeah,
we wanted
that
him for a specific reason. Let's just say, yeah, screw it. Let's just have him die.
when they could have just saved him,
Yeah,
but
and also that monster that like wrapped his tentacles around that one dude to get the information. Remember
yeah,
that guy, the little tentacle dude that was like mind raping that one Imperial guy?
yeah.
What happened to him? I guess he got killed.
Probably.
I like that thing. I don't know. I thought it was adorable looking. I don't know why. It was just like this disgusting looking like mind monster that just mind rapes you. I said it right, but I don't know. That pissed me off too because I thought that I was like, oh, he looked cute to me. I want a stuffed animal with him. But
I want a pop figure of
I'm
him.
sure he has a name and a backstory on StarWarsLore.com. So,
Tomorrow they announced his Star Wars story.
oh man, Squid Dude, the Star Wars story. He doesn't have a real name. His name will be like Blom Blur Blur or whatever. A Star Wars story. How did he get his mind rape powers? Let's find out. But yeah. Well, that's not real negative. I'm just kidding. But
No,
yeah, no.
I just think that it did have a slow drag in the
Yeah,
middle.
I thought all that city stuff was great because we got a lot of character interactions. Then we meet probably my favorite character that is in K2, which is a blind man. I'm glad they gave him. I'm
His
glad they
opening
gave him a specific thing because I hate pronouncing his name.
his
I don't want to
opening
say Asian too.
his opening fight scene was so good.
Yeah, it was awesome. Where he
And
just,
then, like my theater clapped at like
yeah.
all during
Well,
that.
that's Donnie Yen. He's awesome. Like he's
Yeah.
older now, but he's badass. He's like almost 60, I think. That motherfucker. You should watch.
Um.
If you thought that was awesome, you should watch Ip Man. Ip Man,
Okay.
he's great in that. The first one. You can watch the other ones. The third one has Mike
Okay.
Tyson actually.
Because yeah, his part in this movie wasn't too big.
No, it wasn't, but it was a good part. I thought.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Yeah.
K2 obviously. I think he stole the show in a
Yeah.
lot of ways.
And he was, of course, the first one to go. I was upset about that. When he was holding off, I was like, he's gonna die here. When he was holding off all the stormtroopers.
Dude, when he's like doing his thing and he's like raised the gun out without even looking at
Yeah,
the
he
shoes.
just. That was awesome. That's it. That's the. I don't know. You never watched Firefly, right?
Nope.
The guy that does the voice in the mocap. He's a big character in Firefly. Everybody loves that character, and he reminded me a lot of that character. Did you ever see Dodgeball?
Yeah.
The guy that voices and does the mocap for K2 is the guy that plays Steve the Pirate.
Oh my god.
Remember Steve the Pirate?
Yeah. Of
Yeah,
course.
that's
I
yep.
love dodgeball, dude.
Yeah. Well, now you love. I love Dodgeball too, but now you love K2 even more. Steve the Pirate.
Stay tuned for our spoilers because on dodgeball soon.
Yeah, we will. Man, what's his name? Lucky Man. What was his name? The Irish guy that got killed by the Irish sign. I was just like, look at the Irish sign too. That was
Oh my
fucked up.
god, I love that movie.
Yeah, I love that movie too. Ben Stiller's
Uh,
great in that. That's a
all
great.
right.
No, screw this.
Anyway,
Let's just talk about Dodgeball. Dodgeball Star Wars
Um,
story.
I don't
But
know. Was there anything? I genuinely didn't really like. It wasn't bad, but I didn't really care too much for the first like when I'm not even gonna say the first two thirds because that's disingenuous. But
yeah, I
you know,
thought
like parts of parts in and out of the first the two quarters or
I
two thirds. Shit.
I really liked pretty much all the 2/3 besides the stuff I said. And, like the Saw Gerrera, that's his name. He's just
Yeah,
no legs, man. When he's like, no, the screenwriting says I need to die now. Like and like I said with the whole like chaotic filming towards that part where
it felt kind of lazy. Even like, all right, well, like I don't see the point of it. Where I mean, I guess there was a point, but like when did you bring the message out? No, everything happened too fast. I was like, hmm.
well, no, there is a point to that. It's
No, there is a point because like they have to they want to get rid of the dad still.
yeah, well that and also they have to do that suicide mission. There has to be a reason why they just didn't have the thing.
Yeah, but
So
like you
they
can't like
had
I
to
mean
make it so that the Death Star was blowing the fucking planet up and no one was thinking like, "Oh, we need to take this. We got to get out of here." So that didn't blow my mind. Also, I liked how the characters addressed that. Like, "You didn't take it?" He was like, "No, a lot was going on." But they still needed the plans anyway. So they still needed to do that either way because the plans are what will help them figure out where the weakness is.
sure.
Which everybody that was really cool that they did because in the original Star Wars there was always just there's a weakness. We found the plans and there's a weakness. They never explained why there was a weakness. And in this movie,
I was gonna ask about that if
yeah,
this has been always like an opening plot hole in this
they
series.
they never they probably explained in a book. I'm sure someone's gonna fucking tell me, but I'm talking about the movies.
You're so confident that someone's gonna.
Because every time I talk, like every time I do like a trailer reaction where I'm like, "Oh, what's that thing?" Someone in the comments is like, "Fucking you're a movie guy, you don't know this?" I'm not the book god. Fuck you. Um, but but I'm sure it's in the book. But in the original, they don't really explain. They just get the Death Star, and I think they do maybe mention there was not an informant, but someone in no, I don't think there was. Never mind. I was about to say there was someone undercover, but I don't think they said that. And I'm just gonna say there was, just in case someone does tell me like there was. You idiot, go back and listen to it. But yeah, no, it was really cool to see that they actually explained that and explained it really well.
That's good.
Yeah,
Like
it was
I
just
mean
like
like I was always kind of just that was in the back of my head. I was like, but
yeah, and
that's cool.
that's something that no one would ever know either. Like because how this movie ends, no one would ever know that person did that specifically for the rebels.
Right.
The rebels just think like there's a weakness. No one knows it's because the father of the main character in this movie did it intentionally. Because I guess no one cares anymore. Like I'm assuming no one cares because they never mentioned Rogue One in any of the other movies. Obviously, it's kind of retcon, but they had to make a movie with characters, not just soldiers trying to steal.
We're all soldiers.
We're all soldiers, but they couldn't just make a movie with nameless soldiers going in and taking the plans and that's it. They had to make characters. And they did a good job, I thought, especially towards the end when they start getting picked off. I was like, oh. It reminded me of something. While I was watching it, there was a movie recently I saw that was like this, where it's like a cast of characters that you really like, and they just start getting picked off one by one, and you're like, oh my god. I hate when movies do this. It's just like, it's so obvious it's going to happen, and
Yeah, I was
then,
about to say it's you always know.
yeah, you always know it's going to happen.
You're like, oh, they're making me like this character too.
Yeah, but I'm just like hoping, like, oh man, please let someone live. And spoilers, no one in this movie besides the ones we already know live because they're in the other movies live. Everybody dies in
Yeah.
horrible ways too. I think everybody dies except K2. I think everybody dies from explosions. Like maybe not grenade explosions, but everybody dies from explosions, from either Death Star explosions or grenade explosions. They don't die like, oh, I got shot in the heart, I'm just slowly dying. No, most people that died, they died in, oh, there's a grenade explosion, ah! And that's it. They're gone. That's the one thing that really, really gets to me. Like when you have a character you like, And they don't just die like peacefully, like they get shot in the heart and that's it. They slowly die. They get evaporated and that's it. They're gone forever. They don't even have a body anymore. That's what happens at the end of this. So I hope you enjoy Rogue One. It's a fun movie.
Um, let's talk about the big thing though.
Of course, of course. Halfway through this movie, they introduce Jar Jar Binks again. And oh my god, he's so good.
Yeah, it's a good redemption story.
No, about halfway through, everybody knows this. I wish they kept it a secret, but there's no way they
There
could.
was no way.
There's no way. They had to market it with that
Yeah.
too. But I'm sure people would have saw either way. But
True, but
even if they
it
didn't.
was another plus point to that.
Halfway through, Darth Vader shows up, which, of course, I love Darth Vader. If we're not considering the prequels, and he shows up, and his first scene is really good because it's just him talking. He does the force choke thing to the main villain of this story.
Which everyone clapped for you too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When he started choking, everybody's like, "Ooh." Gerard was right next to me, my friend. And he was kind of like elbowing me and shit. And I don't think he was doing it intentionally. I think he was just excited. So he's like, "Ooh," and yeah. It was a good moment. It was a good moment because we haven't seen him do that since I think the first movie. I don't think he's done it in the other ones. Oh no, actually I think he did in the sixth one. Whatever. But fuck shit. I have to rewatch him now.
Oh, you see, it is.
Yeah, I'm stupid.
This book.
Yeah, it's in this book. Why they say he force chokes the shit out of this bitch. See, that's a quote. All right, thank you. But yeah, no, that was a really cool moment. But I thought that would have been nice if that was it. I would have been perfectly fine if that was the only scene he shows up. He's just a quick little thing. You know, he had a 1 minute scene, and that would have been nice. But then at the end of the movie, they have to tie it in because Darth Vader was on the lookout for these plans. Like he was on the lookout. He wasn't just chilling. He was like, "I'm going in. I'm going to get these plans." In the original movie, so they had to make it so that at the end of this movie, he himself is going in and just wrecking shit.
He's just going in.
He's going in, and there's that one shot at the end where everybody's just looking in the dark, and he just whips out the lightsaber, and everybody in the theater lost their minds. And we knew it was happening because you could hear Darth Vader's breathing because he's not the most quiet motherfucker out there. But that was awesome when he just destroyed everybody.
It's funny because my theater was like the opposite. Like it wasn't like everyone was excited, but everyone was like dead silent.
Oh yeah, I mean, not everybody's gonna be like, oh. Most people be like, oh shit. I'm sure people like that. I'm assuming. That was an awesome scene. So if people didn't
that was such a good callback to fucking to the older movies.
Yeah, the original movie starts off with a scene like that, except it's not.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of. Like I was like, all right, that's almost like a shot for shot. Like
yeah,
all right, there's you hear thump thump thump, you hear his breathing, and then you see all these people just like staring off like, fuck.
All these rebels just like with their dumb helmet hats, which is still they're still dumb looking. I'm glad they kept them, but it's still dumb. But yeah, they get messed up raw, just swinging around. It's a tight hallway, so they can't escape, and they're just trying to deliver this thing. If they didn't deliver it there, like, hey, that one rebel that sacrificed his life, just like, here, take the thing and go. That guy, he should be awarded an award. I don't know. I mean,
but dude, that scene though, where he's just whipping out his lightsaber,
force pushing everybody against the wall and shit. Like there was one guy, he just force pushed on the ceiling and just sliced him through his stomach. I mean, of course, the lightsaber cauterizes wounds, so you don't get to see any of that good shit. But that was such a good moment.
It's funny because when the door gaps a little bit and you see that guy with the card in his hand, you're like.
Yeah,
and you know, obviously, because the history of the movies, you know that he's gonna get it through there. Yeah. But like, that whole scene, you're just like, "Fucking, you just hand it to
him." Yeah, I know, right? Well, you want to get out too. Come on, man.
You ain't getting out, fam.
Yeah, you screwed. He was just like, "All right, fine." And I like how Darth Vader just immediately pushed that door open.
Yeah.
He's just like, "Fucking get out of
here." You weak bitch.
Well, he used the Force. Come on. He's strong with the Force, bro.
That was a really good scene, though.
I really like
that. Was a really good way to end it.
Yeah, that was a great ending. But I really also I have to give credit. I really like that most of the movie there was no Force pushes or anything. The only Force stuff you see is Darth Vader, and that makes sense because it's Darth Vader. But No one like the main character doesn't bust out the Force out of nowhere like, oh, she's Force sensitive. That's what they call it when you have the Force. Um, and even the blind dude, I thought at one point because he's so in tune with the Force, I thought he was just gonna start like stopping blaster shots before they hit him while he's walking to the controls at that one point. He's just walking. He just got lucky. He didn't get shot, and then he got blown up, so he wasn't that lucky. But at least he pulled the controls. But I was really appreciating that they didn't go for the obvious, like the two big things of Star Wars, which is the Force and the lightsaber. And you get a little bit of that, of course, with Darth Vader, but you don't get it from like anybody else, really. Um, yeah, so I like that. I like that it was still Star Wars. You had the Star Wars stuff. You had AT-ATs. You had stormtroopers. You had I don't know what else. You had rebels. You had the Empire. You had an evil guy that wasn't Darth Vader that was lurking in the shadows. You had all that stuff, but it was still different, way different. And I don't want to hear anybody say this is like the same as Empire Strikes Back or some shit. Just like I heard The Force Awakens was exactly like A New Hope. I don't want to hear any of that because this is totally different from any Star Wars movie we've had.
I think it was just a fun. It was a fun, different type of vibe that we're not at all used to.
Yeah, for Star Wars, definitely. Yeah. It was serious too. I mean, sure, it wasn't bloody or anything, but Star Wars isn't usually bloody.
That's the hard part about all this is that
About a war
obviously,
movie, yeah.
yeah, you like you see fucking people get shot in the fucking head,
Yeah, but to be
but
fair, again, they have them. I know it's a weak
they
way
have yeah
blasters, so
they
they
have ways.
immediately cauterize wounds. So you could just say that. Which if they're that super hot, they would totally cauterize wounds, especially lightsabers. But I mean, I want to see blood, just a little bit. In The Force Awakens, the beginning starts off with someone just bleeding. And I was like, "There's blood in Star Wars?" Because you don't see that. That's surprising. But yeah, no, you don't get much blood in this, which is a shame because it's a war movie. I mean, it is. That's pretty much what it is. Even though it's more like I guess not a deep undercover like war movie, like, but I guess it's kind of like not even like a spy movie at the end. It's part that and part war because they're going like undercover in the base and stuff. But no, it was a lot of fun. It was a great film, I thought. And yeah, the last third is incredible. I think it's
Yeah.
some of the best action I've seen this year.
Oh,
And
so
yeah,
unless you have anything else to say about the movie, there's one other thing.
what's one other
Let's talk
thing?
about the previews.
Okay. All right. Well, Rogue One was amazing. I'm probably gonna do like a video for it the second time I see it. So I'll probably do a video for that. It'll be my official review or whatever. But yeah, it was great shit, man. I loved it. I don't have many critiques, but I'm a big Star Wars guy. Yeah. So I'm a little biased.
I think it was super solid.
I'm sure I'm just biased. That's why. And I don't know anything about Star Wars. I'm sure I'll get comments like, "You don't know anything about Star Wars. You guys are annoying. Why do you yell and stuff? You guys are dumb." Because we yelled in the beginning of it. I'm sure people listen to the first 10 seconds and immediately think we're dumb and just end the video. Anyway, I'm ranting. Anyway, what previews did you get?
Um,
Because mine were ridiculous.
tell me yours because I want to
Okay.
see if I yeah.
I had some typical ones, like obvious ones. I had Spider-Man. Makes sense. It's Disney, and also it's a big budget movie coming out. I have the Spider-Man trailer. I had Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Volume 2.
Okay,
I had the Power Rangers movie.
I can get that.
You didn't get that? What else? What was the obvious ones? I got a weird one. Oh, I got that freaking Sing movie. I don't know if you got that. The one where all the animals sing. That's literally what it is. It's called Sing, and they sing. Fucking
I don't
whoa.
know if I got that.
Well, it's you would have known because it's from the guys that make the Minions movies,
Oh,
and
okay, yeah, no, I didn't get
you
that one.
didn't because it starts off with the freaking stupid ass logo and the Minions going ah but it's just,
Yep, nope.
yeah, no. Yeah, that movie looks like it'll probably be okay, and that's about as good as it'll get. Did you get the trailer for the Boss Baby?
Yes.
Is that why you wanted to talk about trailers?
Yeah. What the fuck?
All right, the Boss Baby.
The trailers for these it was so bizarre because yeah, like all right, Spider Man.
Yeah.
Okay, like you get those,
Yeah. It's Disney too, so
and then the
Disney owns
Mummy,
this.
and
Oh,
then
the Mummy.
Boss
That's right. Yeah, the
Baby.
Mummy. I got the Mummy. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Boss Baby.
The Boss Baby was right after Spider-Man for me. So Spider-Man, I'm like, okay, next is gonna be Guardians of the Galaxy, so because they have to put those two together because they Marvel, right? And then the next one, it's just like it starts off like, "Hey, we got a new kid." It's fucking stupid, shitty baby voiced by Alec Baldwin, and I'm like, "Oh my god, kill me now!" And it's such a dumb fucking premise for a movie. It's like you ever saw that movie Little Man? Did you see that
No.
movie? Well, it's awful. I'm sure you'd like it though. But it's a movie about a guy who's not actually a baby, but he's small, so he pretends to be a baby so he can get a jewel or something. I don't know. He's a robber. And that's I thought that was what the premise of this movie is gonna be, but I guess he's just a baby that's just smart. He's a baby genius. It's a new baby genius, except it's animated. And I don't want to talk about this fucking trailer. I skipped over Spider-Man and Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm talking the Boss Baby. But was there any other
So,
trailer that you got?
oh, really quick. So I was there with my friend, right? And
Yeah,
I hadn't seen her in a few years, so we were just talking.
yeah,
And the fucking old man behind me, hey, excuse me, I'd appreciate if you guys stopped talking during the preview.
yeah,
I was, I was like a millimeter of just ounce of strength to being like, so the YouTube.com
yeah,
is the place you can find all your trailers and then some.
yeah,
For whatever, are people usually quiet during the previews? Like,
yeah, yeah.
fucking why?
Well,
Like, I mean, if like, okay, I get it. Maybe for Star Wars, because maybe there might be something crazy going on, which there wasn't. Like, everyone just like blew their load the week before
yeah.
and showed all the movies. I don't get why.
Well,
Um,
I get it because they want to put out the trailer ahead, in time for Star Wars. So like they have a trailer for Spider-Man a week before Star Wars. So you're not thinking of Spider-Man when Star Wars is starting. Like if the Spider-Man trailer just released today, and you just saw it the first time and you're a huge Spider-Man fan, but you're also a huge
so
Star Wars fan.
is it a thing that Disney probably did or
Yeah,
mandated?
because Disney doesn't own Spider-Man particularly,
But
but they own part
is
of.
the whole putting the mummy out and everything was
Well, the
like
Mummy's not even Disney, but the Mummy was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. No one gives a
no, but
shit
I know,
about the
but do you
Mummy.
get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
you're saying that they do that because of that, but I mean,
yeah,
technically, wouldn't that company want that to be a thing?
yeah, but you're also thinking like more people are like no one gives a shit about the Mummy compared to Rogue One. It's a fucking Star Wars movie. No one cares about Tom Cruise and the Mummy. So if you release the Mummy the day of Rogue One, people be like, "Oh, the Mummy, okay, Star Wars, yeah."
I thought you meant okay. I misheard you. I thought you said the
Yeah.
other way around.
No, I'm saying like you wouldn't want to release your trailer the day of Star Wars because no one will be talking about your trailer. People will be talking about Star Wars. Even with
Cloverfield,
Spider-Man, it's just a trailer. Okay, this is
Cloverfield,
Star Wars. Cloverfield was with
Clo-
13 hours though. No one was talking about 13 hours. I went home immediately and I didn't talk about that movie. I just talked about 10 Cloverfield Lane when that trailer came out. I was like, yeah, that was great, right? The movie? No, the Cloverfield trailer. You dipshit. The fuck? I don't even know what I saw. What did I see? Batman? I don't even know. But yeah, no, that's not the same. But 10 Cloverfield Lane was genius what they did, because they put it in front of a movie no one will remember after it comes out, and made it
Boss
memorable.
Baby.
That's true. The Boss Baby made Star Wars memorable. Put that as a quote on your poster. The Boss
Star
Baby
Wars,
made Star Wars
Star Wars,
memorable.
uh, featuring Boss Baby featuring full length Rogue One.
Oh man, yeah, that's true. They should advertise that. I remember last year for The Force Awakens, that shitty movie Sisters. I don't know if you've even heard of that movie with Amy Poehler and Tina Fey. I'm sure you've heard of them, but I remember the advertisements for that movie because it came out the same day as Rogue One. I mean, not Rogue One, Force Awakens. Was you could see them both. That was the ad. The ad was like, see them both. Like, no, fuck you. I'll see both of them. I'll see Star Wars in 2D, and I'll see Star Wars in IMAX. Fuck you. I ain't seen Sisters. Still haven't. Put that on the poster. Still haven't seen it on the poster of Sisters. But no, like I hate when they do that shit when a bigger movie comes out and they're like, let's ride on the success of that one a little bit by mentioning it. Like that's cool or something. Eat a dick. Not saying Boss Baby did that. I'm just saying I hate when movies do that. But that would be funny if Boss Baby did it.
No,
Just
I think you got pretty much the same previews I did, except for a couple others.
yeah, you didn't get Power Rangers. Did you? What else did you get? Yeah, you gotta remember.
I don't think I got anything else.
Well,
Trying to think.
you could have totally got Power Rangers and you just don't remember it because it looks nothing like the
No,
Power
no,
Rangers movie.
because we mentioned Power Rangers, and I told her I hadn't seen the trailer because we were still keeping an eye out for it.
Oh shit! If it starts up, you won't even know it's Power Rangers until the last 15 seconds. It,
Yeah.
it's just like, all right, you don't even see anything that's Power Rangers. You don't see any. Well, you do see. You
Oh,
see Rita.
I saw your fucking most anticipated movie.
What is it? Give me a guess. Just because I know you want me
For
to
next
guess it.
year?
Yeah, for next year.
Your actual most anticipated movie.
Not screwing around.
No.
Oh, okay. That was gonna be a joke. John Wick?
No. Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, that's the other trailer.
Yeah, yeah, that
Yeah,
was a
that
good
was a
trailer.
fucking good trailer.
I was watching Kind of Funny talk about this trailer, and I agree. I think saying Planet of the Apes at the end is
That
so hokey.
yeah, it's a little hokey, but I mean,
It kills a little bit of the vibe, but then again, it's
it's
Planet
not
of
going to
the
be in the
Apes.
movie. I assure you, it's not going to be in the movie. Yeah, that's a trailer. That's a line for the trailer. Just like there was a lot of scenes from the Rogue One trailers that weren't in the movie.
There, I need to look
Yeah,
at that again.
there's a whole scene at the first Rogue One trailer where they're running through a beach while an AT-AT is shooting at them, and that's not even in it. There is a scene of an AT-AT shooting at characters, but it's not that scene. It's a
I'm
different scene.
curious. I'm curious if those are always intentional or if
Oh
it's
yeah, it's definitely
just
intentional.
scrap shots. Just like I'll just throw that in there.
Oh yeah, maybe not for Rogue One, but it's intentional sometimes. You could tell. Like one of the biggest examples of that was Paranormal Activity 3, I think, where there was like a good maybe like 10 scenes that are completely different in the trailer. You see little clip like snippets of. Like I don't know if you ever seen Paranormal Activity 3, but there's like a whole like what's that thing you play in bathroom with the lights off? You say the name 3 times. What the fuck is it?
Beetlejuice,
No, no, the other one.
a Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary. Yeah, there's a whole different scene in the trailer than it was in the movie, and I like when movies do that actually. Because
I appreciate that when comedies do that.
yeah, when the joke is completely different or it's a different setup or maybe even
Yeah,
a different way they delivered the punchline. I really
yeah.
like that. I think This Is the End did that quite a bit.
I know.
Um,
Sacha Baron Cohen movies do that a lot.
oh yeah, especially with what was it, The Dictator? Like
Yeah.
the birthplace of AIDS was
The
even in
birthplace of
there.
AIDS, and that was the
That was
funniest. Fucking,
America, the birthplace of AIDS. That was
I
the
love
funny.
that line. And you know what? I was looking forward to that line too, and I
Yeah,
was also a
yeah,
little bit upset that they changed that one because
yeah,
that was the joke. That was the joke.
yeah. Maybe people didn't like. Maybe people didn't like that, and they're like, no. He's like, all right, fine, I'll change it. Even though the next movie he did had him getting raped by an elephant, so I don't know.
Oh, fucking spoiler.
Oh, sorry, I thought you saw it.
No, I still
I thought you
haven't.
saw Les Miserables. Oh well. Uh,
I thought you saw Rogue One.
I thought you saw Rogue One today. You liar. You big liar.
Oh
But
my god.
anyway, Rogue One was great. Landed it with elephant rape. The end. Hey, wait, no, you have anything else to say?
No, it was good. It was very enjoyable, even from a like standpoint that I don't know anything that's going on.
Yeah, I loved it. Fuck it, I don't even care. Like even the slow moments, there was a couple, but I was like, you know what? That's fine. Give it to me, fam. Hey, after the year I've had with movies, I mean I've had some great movies, but I've had
After
some.
this horrid 2016,
Yeah, Trump's president, friggin' David Bowie's
Harambe,
dead. Oh, fuck. Don't remind me.
Overwatch. Ugh.
Overwatch is still a game that's sucking my life away. Like my life sucks. It's just thank you, Rogue One. You made me feel better. You know, I mean, there's been some big disappointments this year, especially when it comes to DC. But sorry. I guess I just love Disney because they do things right. But yeah,
Good movie.
yeah, great. I thought it was great. But I'm I'm definitely a bigger Star Wars fan. But I'm not as big as some people who read countless books. So I guess I'm not a true fan. Just like when I watched the Ghostbusters, the new trailer. I'm just ranting, but the new Ghostbusters trailer. I'm doing quotey fingers. You can't see it, but because I don't consider it Ghostbusters. But that new trailer that came out for the new movie that was released. I don't know if you knew that. I had so many comments saying like, "How are you even a fan of Ghostbusters? You weren't alive when it came out." Because you can't watch
That's such a
you can't watch
dumb fucking
movies.
argument.
Yeah, I know you can't watch movies after they were released. So hurry up! Rogue One's only going to be in theaters for a month. After that, you'll never see it again. And if you were
And then
born
you can't,
next,
and then you can't be a fan of it if you were
yeah,
born as of tomorrow.
yeah, if you were born, if you're going to be born in 2017, this is a warning to all the wombs. Okay, if you're having a baby in that womb, and they say they are a big fan of Rogue One, and like I don't know, 20 years from now, they're fucking liars, because they didn't see it in theaters like I did. I'm gonna come back 20 years from now. I'm gonna put it in my phone. I'm gonna put a reminder. 2037. All right. If you say you like this movie, you're a big fan. Fuck you. You're a liar. Anyway, that's it. So what I'm saying is fuck babies.
Last comment.
Yeah, that's it. You got a final thing to say?
It's my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Just end it